Hello everyone, Komoto here, welcoming you to the first Let's Play project. I wanted to start with something simple, so welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy, the Dawn of Souls edition for the Game Boy Advance. Let's start the new game. Upon doing so, you get to create a party of 4 characters, with 6 different classes. The Warrior, pretty standard class here, can equip the heaviest armor weapons, gets pretty good HP, and basically good all around. The Thief, not quite as strong as the Warrior, but he is pretty fast, gets access to multiple hits pretty quickly, and so on and so forth. The Monk, which is really overpowered. It's like the White Mage, which specializes in restorative and support magic. Black Mage, which specializes on offensive elemental magic. And the Red Mage, which is the Master of None. Can equip some armor weapons like the Warrior, and can also use white and black magic, but doesn't really specialize in either, and can't use the most powerful spells with those classes. Get the party set up here, and auto name because I'm lazy like that. Alright. And now we have this intro sequence, which gives you the backstory of the plot. Basic synopsis: the world is about to fall to pieces, and you get to fix it. Yay. It does look a lot better than a blue screen of death, though. I don't have a lot to say about this. I've seen so much doom and gloom, it hardly affects me anymore. And there's always a prophecy. And there's always a crystal. And we start the game in front of a town. Let's go in. These guards are in the way because of plot purposes. Let's not talk to them yet. Pressing start opens a menu in which you can see everything. Items, if you have any, lets you use items. Magic, which we don't have, you can cast certain spells outside battle. Equipment, which lets you equip stuff, obviously. Status, which lets you check the abilities of your party members. As you can see, since we are starting the game, we are pretty weak and we barely have any equipment. In the NES version of the game, you didn't have any equipment at all. Formation changes your party lineup. Configuration lets you change a few options. I want to turn on the B button dash. In the Dawn of Souls version of the game, you can hold down B to move faster in towns and dungeons. Or you can set it in here so you'll always move faster. So the cursor, the fallen memory, remembers cursor position in menus, including battle. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember the cursor position between battles, so I'm not going to keep it on. Message speed lets you see numbers really faster. Yeah, see messages faster. And the bestiary, which lets you view the enemies you've killed. But we haven't killed anything yet. And save. You can save anywhere in the Dawn of Souls version of the game. In the NES version of the game, you can only save by staying at an inn. So let's get geared up. Well, what's wrong with that? Hey, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, really? Well, that's not good. This is an item shop. You can purchase various items here depending on the town you're in. And the selection has been quite improved since the NES days. Who? That is a church. I mean, a clinic. You can go in here to revive fallen party members, but it gets pretty expensive, so let's try to avoid that. this is a weapon shop. Let's go in. You can pick up various starting weapons here for your party members. Let's pick up 3 Rapiers for those that can equip them, and a hammer for the White Mage. This is an armor shop. Obviously, it lets you pick up various protectives. Let's pick up the chainmail. Most expensive thing we can buy here, and it's pretty heavy, but I don't mind. And 2 level armors. Princess, huh? Really? Weird. These are magic shops. On the right is white magic, on the left is black magic. We want to stop by both of them. Which we can pick up here for both the red and white mage. And Dia for the white mage as well. You can also buy Protect and Blink here, but the problem with buffs in this game, they really don't do much of anything at all. So I'm not going to worry about them. And in the black magic shop, we can buy offensive magic. Fire and Thunder deal their respective elemental damage. Let's pick up Fire. You can also pick up Sleep, which attempts to put all enemies asleep. And it's pretty effective too. And Focus, which doesn't do much of anything. Alright, we are done here. Let's talk to a guard, and you immediately get whisked off to the castle. Why, yes, we do carry crystals. Why do you ask? Yeah. How can you be so certain where the warriors of this prophecy you talk about? And so, even though the world is on the brink of ruin, we get sent to rescue a princess. Works for me. And Garland is the finest knight in the kingdom, so even though their soldiers can't do anything about him, 4 kids might be able to. Brilliant plan, really. And then it's suddenly become a case of blackmail. If we manage to rescue the princess, the bridge will be rebuilt, and we need that bridge, so we better go rescue her. There's not much to see and do in Castle Cornelia for the time being. And we are done in Cornelia for the time being as well. So let's get into a battle and see how that works. Goblins. Of course. You'll see a lot of these guys around Cornelia. As far as battles go, you have 5 options. You can attack with the weapon, use magic if you have any, items if you have any, switch your equipment if you really want to, and you can try to run away. If you press L and R while you have the first party member selected, you'll select flee for all of your party members. So that's pretty nice. Hold down A and you'll pretty much automate through the battle. And yes, in this version of the game, you'll auto-target if your selected enemy has already been killed. Around Cornelia, you can only really meet up with enemies in the forests for the time being. And yeah, they're just goblins. What do you expect? They're not really threatening. But there's a slightly stronger version of the Goblin Guard. Since there's only one of him, I'm not really worried about him. And silly me, it looks like I actually forgot to equip that stuff. In the equipment menu, you can equip stuff manually, or use auto to equip the absolute strongest stuff for a character. But it doesn't take into account anything else, so I won't use it too often. I'll use it right now because it's simple. Alright then. And as you saw, we gained a level in that battle. As far as stat gaining goes in Final Fantasy, the game tells you what stats you gain, but you might also find that other stats have improved as well. I'm not really sure how that works. As far as HP and MP goes, there's strong gains and weak gains. Now, weak gains you only gain relative few amount of HP. Strong gains you can gain as many as 30 or more, so it's pretty random like that. It's fixed, but pretty random. That's much better. Let's go rest up at the inn. These guys here will tell you the basics of the game, but there's no need for me to do that. 30 gold? That's pretty expensive. So, staying in the inn fully restores your HP and MP. It does not cure status ailments, it does not cure death. And contrary to what Dragon Warrior would have you believe, sleep does not heal all. Alright, now let's go to the north. And fight more enemies. I'll cut out the battles eventually, but not for this episode. Here's a new enemy, the wolf. Pretty strong, but again, nothing special about them. And another level has been gained. And even more battles. There's a cave. It looks suspicious. Earthgift Shrine. Huh. Well. That's ominous. There's nothing we can do in here for the time being. Further north. In which we might encounter stronger enemies. Or just more wolves. That works too. And there's the Chaos Shrine. And we're in the Chaos Shrine. What perils await us? Actually, if you go straight up from the entrance, you'll encounter Garland, and that'll be that. But there's treasure to be had here, so let's go to the left. And we encounter zombies. Pretty much the most basic of basic undead. You can use die on them, and if the white mage can get it off fast enough, you can kill off a whole group of them. Random item drop there, alright. And here's a new enemy, the Black Widow. It's a spider. Not much else to say about them. Very durable for a spider, too. Treasure box contains leather cap. Let's equip that. Who needs it more? I'll give it to you then, because you've got less HP. Speaking of less HP, heal. And here we have a ghoul, which is a slightly stronger version of the zombie. Let's try fire. Or let's not. Another level. Alright. More spiders. We got a preemptive strike there, which means all of our party members get to take a turn without the enemy taking a turn. Of course, you can work the other way too. If the enemy ambushes you, they all get a turn. And that gets pretty annoying. I haven't encountered a large enough group of enemies yet to warrant using sleep on them. The thing with status ailments in this game, they're as about as useful as you want them to be. These treasure boxes contain a potion and a tent. Potion is a minor restorative. A tent can only be used on the world map, but it restores a bit of HP and MP, so they're pretty nice to have around. And that's all the treasure we can get in here for the time being. Maybe this will be a better demonstration of Dia. Or not. I'm not sure why I'm taking the long way around, but alright. Maybe now I can demonstrate fire. Yeah, ghouls are weak to fire. Whoa! I had no idea the ghoul could inflict paralysis on you. That's new to me. I thought it was only the later versions beyond them that could do that. But anyway, the thing with offensive magic is that a red mage can't really make too much use of it. They won't get, they don't have the intelligence to really make use of them. A black mage, since that's their only means of offense, yeah, they have tons of intelligence, which makes the offensive spells about twice as powerful as they are compared to a red mage's. Random battles galore. And there's Garland. Directly up from the entrance, like I said. I don't see how 3 kids can take on the finest 9 in the land, but let's give it a shot. And it's the famous line, I, Garland, will knock you all down! But he's really not that threatening. He's not weak or resistant or anything, so if you try hard enough, you can actually put him to sleep. But I don't think there's a need to do that. Yeah, he's already dead. He has really good music, but he's just not really a good boss. Very ineffective. And this is Princess Sarah. Alright, Princess rescued. Plus 5 experience. Not really. So, just from this princess rescuing, we are certain that we're the Warriors of Light. I'm not gonna fight your logic, but... Oh, really? And the bridge will be rebuilt. So at least we got that. Victory fanfare! And for talking to the princess, she gives us a loot. I'm not sure how this is going to be useful to us. Well, the people around here will just say, thank you for saving the princess. And now we get to see the bridge being rebuilt. Work faster! Yeah, they do work pretty fast. I never knew building a bridge was as easy as swinging your arm up and down repeatedly. Yeah, what does a bridge have to do with a prophecy? Gasp! And by going to the north, we can actually reach this bridge. Oh, you had to ruin the moment, didn't you? Go away. And now we get this other little scene here. And it's the last scene we'll be getting until the end of the game. Once again, it looks a lot nicer on this version, but the NES version was a lot shorter. And so the quest began. Yeah, I'd feel overwhelmed too. I like how the shadow silhouettes there are really ambiguous. I mean, one of them could be a mage. The one on the left could be a mage. Because everybody likes light. It's so warm. And with iconic music, the adventure truly begins on Final Fantasy. But what awaits beyond the bridge? Find out another time. I'll see you there. Take care now.